I am a publisher, writer, editor, daughter, sister, auntie, dog mom, and many other things, including currently a cancer patient. But I am not a doctor or medical professional of any sort. What you are about to watch is an episode of my journey through cancer. I'm sharing my adventure with you in hopes that you'll find something here that's comforting and maybe even inspiring. This video is not intended to provide any sort of diagnosis or treatment plan. Please go talk with your doctor for professional medical advice. This is the place where I come every day, a 2-hour round trip every weekday to spend about 9.5 minutes in this machine. And these are the two women who I spend this 9.5 minutes with. I thought today I'd take you with me inside the machine as I undergo radiation therapy. Now, one has to remain perfectly still during the therapy, which means that even though I took the camera inside the machine with me, I couldn't move my arms at all, so the footage I was able to get is from one angle only. I wasn't able to show you all that my eyes can see as the arms of the machine move around me. And we've sped up some of the footage that is over the narration I'm doing now so that the visual isn't too tedious for you. But it should give you some flavor of what a patient will experience when she is immobilized inside of the machine and receiving radiation to kill the cancer cells inside of her. Okay, first, the patient gets naked. That's right, I drop trow every day, and then she is immobilized. And that is, in my case, I get my legs inside the cast that was made for me, so they're in the exact same position they're in every single day. You do get covered up once you're on the table, in my case with a blanket because it's cold in the room, and the temperature is necessary so that the machine can function without overheating. Then Anne and Jackie leave the room, so I'm alone in the space where the radiation is about to bounce, and they start the therapy. Radiation therapy uses high-energy particles or waves, X-rays, electron beams, protons, gamma rays, to destroy or damage cancer cells. And radiation works by making small breaks in the DNA inside of the cells, and these breaks keep the cancer cells from growing and dividing. I've linked a more comprehensive description of how radiation therapy works from the American Cancer Society in the description below. Now, radiation doesn't hurt, not while the therapy is actually in process anyway. That comes later with the side effects, which I have to say have been, for me, pretty mild to date, which right now is exactly 8 days into radiation treatment. The first most prevalent side effect for me is tiredness and weakness, which I'm told can continue for several weeks, even post-treatment. The most suggested remedy for this side effect is mild exercise, though honestly I've found I've been too tired to exercise most of the time. I try to stay on track with a few of the daily Om courses I've told you about in a previous video, a course for leg work and one for arms, and importantly, as my pelvis is the area where I'm receiving the radiation dose each day, one for the health of the pelvic floor. The next most prevalent side effect is bowel problems, particularly diarrhea. The remedy for this is to drink plenty of fluids and eat a low-fiber diet. And I wonder if the simple fact that I've been on a keto diet almost from the beginning of this cancer adventure, that I haven't experienced this side effect in any appreciable way. I can only wonder, however, because there aren't a lot of studies about how diet impacts on cancer treatment. Western medicine, for all of its real miracles, sadly doesn't put a lot of stock in how diet impacts one's health, so I can only report on my own anecdotal experience, and I do so knowing that the side effects might get a lot worse as treatment proceeds. One thing I have experienced in relation to bowel problems, however, is a rumbly tummy. My stomach makes noises like it is in the middle of a debate with Winston Churchill. I found a dose of Mylanta can shut it up for a while, And though it is supposed to be a nighttime medicine, I like their soothing honey chamomile flavor best. The next side effect one has to worry about is irritated, itchy skin in the areas that are being radiated. And these are areas of the body one can't even attempt to scratch in polite company. So far, the calendula cream my friend Sue, who is an herbalist, made for me, and a bit of lidocaine have been working to keep this problem under control. Also, as recommended, I've been wearing loose, comfortable clothing. That is sweatpants and sweatshirts 24/7, and I do have a seat cushion at the ready in case that becomes necessary. Finally, one is prepared by one's doctors to possibly experience bladder irritation, the inability to pee, or pain when one can actually pee. So far, this side effect has bypassed me, but I'm drinking plenty of fluids as recommended to try to keep it from not bypassing me.
Okay,
Whoa.
I'm back. Are your hands hurting?
Well, they're not as much.
You did a good job not moving.
Thank you. It wasn't as relaxing as it normally is in there.
Yeah,
let's say
right?
that.
There's no drifting off.
No.
In truth, 8 days in, I have found myself drifting off during my daily dose of radiation. There isn't anything else to do for those 9.5 minutes while I'm in the machine. And, 9.5 minutes is a slice of time that is very short, and it's also interminable. Not as interminable as the daily 2-hour round trip to get to the radiation facility, but you do it because you have to, and you even kind of look forward to the side effects because you want the radiation to work. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Also, don't forget to call your senators and your congresspeople to demand universal health care, and most importantly, don't forget to vote.